Okay guys, let's solve this problem. Solve for x in the equation square root of x plus 1 plus square root of x minus 1 all over x square root of x plus 1 minus square root of x minus 1 is equal to 3. So first thing we should do is to square both sides so that we'll be able to remove at least the radical symbol. So we can simplify. So now we have squaring this one gives me x plus 1. And then of course twice the product. So 2 plus 2 times the product of x plus 1 times x minus 1. And then square the last term. Of course we will just remove the radical symbol. So plus x minus 1 over. In the denominator, we have, of course, squaring the first term will just give us x plus 1. And then we have, since this is negative, so it becomes negative 2 times square root of x plus 1 times square root of x minus 1. And then, of course, squaring the last term, so we have, we can just remove the radical symbol. So we have x minus 1 is equal to 9. Now after that, we can combine the like terms, of course. So x and x gives us 2x, and then positive 1 and negative 1, so we can cancel that out. This one. So what we are left with is this 2 times, of course, square root of x plus 1 times square root of x minus 1 gives us square root of x squared minus 1. There you go. All over in the denominator here. Of course, we can cancel this one and this. Now we are left with 2x, and we have minus 2 times, of course, when we simplify this, gives us 2 times the square root of x squared minus 1. Okay, is equal to 9. Now we have that as our equation. So next thing that we should do is we should be able to remove, or to multiply rather, we shall be multiplying each side by the denominator so that we'll be able to remove it. So multiply each side by the denominator, which is 2x minus 2 times the quantity square root of x squared minus 1. Alright, so multiplying it, we can remove this, and of course we multiply it also on the other side, gives us now this result. Okay, so we have 2x plus 2 times the quantity x squared minus 1 is equal to, multiply this to 9, gives us 18x minus 18 times the quantity square root of x squared minus 1. Now after that, of course, we shall combine the like term. So combining the like term, I will transpose this one on this side, and I will transpose 2x on the other side. So remember the rule for transposition. When we transpose, we change the sign. Okay, so first we have now 2 times the quantity square root of x squared minus 1. Okay, and then when we transpose negative 18, so we now have positive 18 times the quantity square root of x squared minus 1 is equal to, now let's transpose. Of course, we have 2x transpose on the other side. We now have 18x minus 2x. Okay, this simplify this. We now have here 20, of course, 20 then times the quantity x squared minus 1 is equal to 16x. Now, after that, what do we have? Okay, so now we have, of course, if we want to solve this, we can divide each side by 16. So we divide each side by 16. Okay, so dividing each side by 16 gives us x here, and then on the other side we have, of course, 20 over 16, both divisible by 4, so 5/4 times the quantity x squared minus 1 is equal to x. Now, in order for me to remove the square root symbol, I need to multiply, okay, or to square both sides by or to square each side rather. Okay, so let's remove this first. Oh, sorry for that. Let's delete this one. So now have I now have 25 over 16 times, of course, x squared minus 1. So we will be able to remove that radical symbol already. Is equal to x squared. Now we have so that we will be remove this fraction. We now have multiplying each side by 16. So cancel. We now have 25 times x squared minus 1 is equal to 16x squared. Okay, we have another thing here to remove. Alright, so let's distribute 25 on the parentheses. So 25 times the x squared is 25x squared, and then of course negative 1 times 25 is negative 25 is equal to 16x squared. Now again, let's combine the like term. So I will be transposing this on the other side and this one on the other side. So now I have 25x squared minus 16x squared is equal to positive 25. Okay, let's erase this. Right. Now we have 9x squared is equal to 25. Next, I have to divide each side by 9. And now we have, of course, cancel this out. We have x squared is equal to 25 over 9. And take the square root of both sides. Now you have x is equal to 5 over 3. Positive and negative. Now, if we look at this, we have positive and negative. Going back to the problem that we have here. So, is it possible to have a negative? So, if we will substitute negative here, let's say negative 5/3. So, would it be possible? So, negative 5/3. So, I think we cannot have a negative number since it will become imaginary. Say for example, we plug that in here, it will be imaginary. Okay, so we cannot allow a negative value for x. Okay, therefore, our final answer will be this, 5/3, positive 5/3 will only be the possible or the final answer that we have. Okay. So, our final answer is 5/3. This is the value of x. Okay?